What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, as 2019 comes to a close, and if you asked any Marvel fan how the year went, they would say it was the best one yet. Not only did we get Avengers Endgame and the conclusion to the Infinity Saga, but we also got Marvel Studios reacquiring most of their segmented movie rights to a ton of new characters, launching Disney Plus, announcing an insane Phase 4 slate, and on top of all of that, getting Tom Holland's Peter Parker back in the MCU when once they had lost him. In a year packed with that much awesome, it's hard to have any complaints or regrets, including the retiring of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, albeit right before Marvel Studios reacquired the rights to the character. And now a new report from an industry insider corroborating what we reported about 6 months ago, that Marvel Studios may try to make good on bringing him back one last time, including, as Ryan Reynolds puts it, a full court press from the Deadpool actor himself. We're going to break down where this report's coming from, what movie you could expect to see him in, and just how good a shot Marvel Studios has of bringing Hugh Jackman back. But first, if you could hit the subscribe button. We're giving away 2 limited edition Infinity Saga box sets, one of which we're giving away at the end of this video. We're also still giving away a couple PlayStation 4 Pros. If you want to be entered to win either of the prizes, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there, and also announce the next winner for the Infinity Saga box set. So followers here at my channel may remember, or if you follow channels like mine, that within the last 3 to 6 months it was widely reported that Marvel Studios may offer the role of Wolverine back to Hugh Jackman, at least for one more movie, and that picture became a little bit clearer from industry insider Mikey Sutton that they may attempt to offer him a boatload of cash, as he puts it, in order to bring him back for the next Deadpool movie, which has admittedly been in the Marvel news so much lately you would hardly know that Black Widow is the next movie coming out. We actually had official confirmation of the movie last week from Ryan Reynolds himself, explaining that they'd begun pre-production, the earliest stages of working on the movie, which would be the perfect point in figuring out exactly who you can and can't use and which actors will be attached. Now, there have been a ton of reports included about where Deadpool himself will show up, of course maybe in the Multiverse of Madness alongside other Fox properties. That was a report that we ran last week from a different insider, and if that's the case, these corroborate each other. That would be an awesome and insane way to bring Hugh Jackman back, but also explain why he would be there in the first place. But then that sort of begs the question as to if they would use any of the other Fox property characters, and if they do, will they use Cable, who's also Thanos? Does that make these the same time travel bracelets? What the is going on here? Oh right, it's the Multiverse of Madness. But still, that stupid little game we played of this doesn't make any sense is something that Marvel Studios has done a really good job of avoiding, and is the main reason that I've always put forth it's going to be a really hard sell to get Kevin Feige and all the other top brass over at Marvel Studios on board with bringing in any of the Fox characters outside of Deadpool. Now look, to be totally fair, Ryan Reynolds has been more than public about the fact of wanting to get Hugh Jackman's Wolverine into his movies since he spearheaded this whole thing and leaked his own footage, and although he hasn't been successful, Hugh Jackman himself has acknowledged it in certain interviews, saying that Wolverine would be back, but just that somebody else would be playing him and that he wouldn't reprise the role. Now before you rush to drop a link in the comments to the one quote where he said he would come back for anything to do with the MCU or the Avengers, that quote is almost 4 years old at this point, and he has since updated that status and said absolutely not, he is done with the Wolverine role. He died at the end of Logan. Even with old Wolvie's healing factor, it's a little hard to come back from that one. But it's the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, it's the Multiverse of Madness, but it's not the Multiverse of Stupidity. Look, Marvel Studios has always made a point of not just wasting characters or putting them in anything for the sake of it. They're especially not going to do this with an actor who stated as publicly as Hugh Jackman that he's not going to come back. Now, if they wrote the right narrative and a story that was pseudo-adjacent to how Deadpool would travel across dimensional cinematic universes, and it actually did make sense to include his version of Wolverine, maybe there's a chance they could attempt it, but so many things would have to go right in order for him to line up in the right story where we all didn't just scratch our heads and say, this doesn't make any sense. Of course, we'd be into it, but Marvel Studios doesn't want to ruin their almost perfect continuity, especially since they've gotten so good at it at this point. As awesome as it would be to see any of the Fox property characters, okay, let's be real. As awesome as it would be to just see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in any of the MCU properties, I think the best chance we have for any of that is a what if episode. What if Wolverine had gotten to face Thanos? And that was something that the Russo brothers had talked about literally by title as something that they wanted to see from the animated series. I think that makes the most sense from everybody's standpoint to ever get Hugh Jackman involved, and it's as simple as him popping down to a local sound studio in LA or wherever he's located to do the voiceover and then sourcing that to the animation company to be a part of a Marvel Studios production. And in that, not only because it's animated, but because this is a what if scenario and not true canon to the MCU, you could include Hugh Jackman's Wolverine an exact likeness considering how good that animation is and get to live out the thrill of seeing Hugh Jackman alongside the Avengers without ruining any of the canon or continuity that we have in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Either way, if we're ever going to see him back, for my 2 cents, that's the best place to do it. Now, of course, that won't stop Ryan Reynolds from trying to get Hugh Jackman in his movie and probably teasing him a lot publicly. And as we get closer to the release of said movie in 2 or 3 years when it comes out, I wouldn't put him past teasing that as well, getting everybody hyped only to let them down. But Hugh Jackman at this point has already aged the character, and there's one very real truth I'll leave you guys with as a final thought as to why we just can't have Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, and it mostly has to do with his age. He's getting much older at this point. Now, I know immediately a lot of you would take to the comments and be like, simple, use that de-aging software that they're getting pretty comfortable using. They used it on Samuel L. Jackson throughout the entirety of Captain Marvel. They could easily do it with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, maintaining his very young look for another 10 years if they wanted to. But from the standpoint of Hugh Jackman, with all these other big actors too, how much they've already given to the role. He played Wolverine for the better part of 15 years. At some point, when you leave something, you're done with it. Now, I know, like a lot of football players, and I've said this before, you go ahead and retire, take a year off, your body starts to feel a lot better, then you get an opening like Marshawn Lynch, you go ahead and jump on a team right as they go into the playoffs. And it could be the case that Hugh Jackman would do this, but how attractive a simple trip down to a sound studio for 1 or 2 days to be involved with an animation would be, instead of continuing to have to be committed and devoted to these superhero movies the way that they need your commitment and devotion. Listen, we all heard Chris Evans say how different it was to be on set of a movie where you actually knew the whole script and you could follow it while they were shooting, instead of the way that Marvel's been doing, piecing everything together, keeping everyone in the dark, and then just the physical rigors, even with a stunt double, again, his age and the de-aging software, everything taken into account. It seems like the longest of shots. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments about all of this. Specifically, would you want Hugh Jackman back? If they could de-age him and he would agree to do it, would you be satisfied with that? And if they did, how many continuity errors would that create? Even if it was a different version of Wolverine, would that bother you? I think for a lot of purists like me, I would rather see somebody else in the role. Hey, it bothers me that Gemma Chan is going to play Minerva and then turn around and play as Cersei in the Eternals. Why 2 roles? There's so many actors. But again, guys, let me know what you think in the comments about all of this. And quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff, including announcing the next winner for the limited edition Infinity Saga box set. So quickly, before we announce this winner, and if you're just hearing about this giveaway for the first time or you don't follow regularly, this is not a subscriber giveaway. Rather, we set a date of New Year's Eve. Regardless of the subscriber count, all you had to do to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a like and comment on the videos, and then randomly it's chosen by the likes and the comments. We're going to continue to give away stuff at the 550, 600, 650, all of the major subscriber milestones all the way up to 100, but we will also be giving away awesome prizes like this on random dates for random reasons. And if you want to be entered to win, again, all the same rules apply. Subscribe button, notification bell with notifications turned on, leave a like and a comment on the video. The more videos you like and comment on, because it's random, the better chance you have of winning. Without further ado, the winner of the Infinity Saga limited edition box set is Jessica A. for her comment here. I am so glad Loki is coming back. His death was heartbreaking and I felt cheated. Scarlet Witch as a villain, I know it'll be good, but I don't want it to happen. Thank you so much for your support here at the channel. And guys, again, all of these winners are chosen randomly. Go ahead and DM me on my Instagram at IamFires or email me at everythingalwaysyt@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and get your information, Jessica, and get this box set right out to you guys. It's as easy as that. If you want to be entered to win the next Infinity Saga box set, we'll be giving it away in a couple of months. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video. The more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All the winners will be announced at the end of videos just like this. Again, if you want to keep up to date with that, the notification bell with notifications turned on is a great way to do so, and it automatically enters you to win all the prizes, as we're going to be doubling down next year. Like I said, we're going to keep all the subscriber major milestone giveaways, as well as just give away other random prizes at random times. If you want to be entered to win any of them, again, all the same rules apply. As far as support here at the channel and our fastest growing Marvel community, basically on any platform for 2019, I can't thank you guys enough from the bottom of my heart. Those of you I've become friends with, those of you who DM me regularly or I talk with in the comments, it's awesome to be able to share this with each and every one of you. I so look forward to being able to do it throughout the next couple of phases leading to whatever the next crossover event is. And trust me, I don't take this for granted. I will continue to do my best to stay on top of every leak, plot leak, character reveal, casting, trailer, Easter egg, and every bit of news concerning the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as I've tried to stay on top of it 24 hours a day, and we'll even double down on that going forward. It's an awesome privilege to be able to share this with you guys, one that I don't take for granted, and one that I want to thank each and every one of you for. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Guys, thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.